Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about hair care, specifically how I manage and maintain my naturally curly hair. This video is in collaboration with penn.smith.skincare. I'm going to leave a link to her video down below in the description box, as well as a link to her Instagram account. So the way we're doing this collab is I'm going to be talking about how I maintain my naturally curly hair at home, and she's going to be doing it from the perspective of a hairstylist and how you should approach your hairstylist if you have naturally curly hair, how you should talk to them about it. So that's going to be how our videos are going to work. So it's a really interesting idea to have the same topic but from two totally different angles. So let's get started on how I maintain my naturally curly hair. I'm going to start out by saying that having naturally curly hair is like a blessing and a curse. It's honestly taken me almost 29 years to figure out how to manage my hair. I think it's something that's so personal as well when you have curly hair. There's so much information out there, there's so many websites and so many reviews, and I've tried so many different products and a lot of them are garbage. It's a trial and error process. You really just have to try a lot of things, see what works for you, because something that's going to work for your friend that has curly hair is not going to work for you. And so when you do find that routine, you stick to it. Like when you find that perfect routine that makes your hair look not disgusting, you stick to it. So first thing that I would recommend for naturally curly hair is to switch to a brand of professional shampoos and conditioners. So this is the Redken Frizz Dismiss Sulfate-Free Shampoo right here. I honestly find that switching to a brand of shampoo that's sold exclusively at a hair salon, or you know those stores, I forget the names of them, but you know those stores that sell only salon quality products, it makes a really big difference. Honestly, I didn't think it did. I honestly was using just drugstore shampoos and conditioners for a very, very long time, and I didn't think it would make a difference, but it really does. So first of all, I have very thin hair. I have naturally curly hair, but it's very, very thin, and I don't have that much of it. So if I use a product that's very heavy, it kind of just weighs down my curl. So I need something that's not going to have a lot of buildup and weigh down my hair. And with this here, this definitely helps, and it's especially made for curly hair. It's supposed to help against humidity and frizz. There's only so much you can do when it comes to frizz, but using the right products definitely helps. I was able to purchase this while it was on sale. I got it for $30, so that's not that bad when you think about how many times you're going to use this, but I do understand that purchasing something from a professional hair salon is more expensive than just at the drugstore. Next up, this product has changed my life, I swear. So for the longest time, I was using a really heavy, thick conditioners, and I recently just switched to this post-shower detangling spray. This is from Aloxxi here. So when I'm in the shower, I wash my hair with the shampoo, and then afterwards I use this to detangle it. I usually do this after I get out of the shower, to be honest. This is a weightless detangling professional cutting spray. I'm not sure what all that means. It's really just a detangler, and I find that it really just helps not weigh down my curls. So after I shampoo my hair, I will spritz some of this into my hair, and then I'll brush it out with a wide tooth comb. And I just find that that makes a pretty big difference in not weighing down my hair. When I brush out my hair, I use a brush like this. This is a pretty basic dollar store wide tooth comb here, and then it just hangs in my shower like this with this hook. Also, something that's important is not washing your hair too often. It's a really bad habit if you have naturally curly hair to wash it every day. That's one of the worst things you can do to your hair. I wash my hair probably every third or fourth day, depending on how hot it is, how sweaty my scalp has gotten. I just find for me personally, anything more than that, maximum is every other day. But even then, I find that's a bit much. I don't feel my scalp really needs to be washed every day or every other day. And it just helps keep the curls, looking good. This is the Aloxxi Stronghold Mousse here. I've recently switched to using a mousse, and I find that a mousse definitely helps not weigh my hair down, because for a while I was using a styling cream, and I think it was too heavy for me because it just didn't, it worked for a while, and then it seems like my hair just changed texture overnight, and then it just didn't work for me anymore, so I switched to a mousse. So after I get out of the shower, after I've detangled my hair, I do a method called plopping. So what plopping is a method for styling curly hair. So you use an old cotton t-shirt like this, one that you don't care that much about, and you use it to help dry your hair. I find that the fabrics used for towels end up being too drying on the hair. It actually can cause more frizz. So what I do is when I get out of the shower, after I've detangled my hair, I will apply the Aloxxi styling mousse directly to my hair when it's soaking wet. I don't let it dry right away. So I add the mousse and then I use the t-shirt to wrap around my head, and that will dry my hair. Now, when you're plopping your hair like that, you can leave it on for as long as you want. You can do a half an hour, you can do 8 hours, you can go to bed with it if you want. I've tried going to bed with it a few times, but I didn't really get a good night's sleep. I didn't really like it that much, and to be honest, when I woke up the next morning, my hair was still a bit wet. So what I like to do is, if I can have like at least an hour of plopping, that's ideal. For me personally, I like to have at least like an hour of plopping, more if I can. It just depends on my day. I usually will do it on a day that I have more time in the morning, that I know I can have a couple of hours to like really dedicate to my hair. It's not really, I don't have like wash and go hair. I don't even know what wash and go hair is. It's just not a thing that exists in my life. So after I've plopped my hair for 30 minutes to 4 hours, depending on my day, I will dry my hair with a blow dryer here. I use this one from Vidal Sassoon. I got this at the pharmacy. It's a hair dryer. That's what it looks like. We all have one. We know what a hair dryer looks like. So you'll notice this attachment here in the front. This is extremely important to styling curly hair. So if like this comes off, if you blow dry your hair just like this, it's really going to get rid of a lot of the curl. So when you attach the diffuser, you're really going to like place your curl into the diffuser like this and blow dry it. And I like to like press it towards my scalp like this and dry it like that. And I will usually tip my head upside down to get the most volume at the roots as I can, because it's really weird. Like I have very frizzy, voluminous hair in certain areas, but I don't have a lot of volume at the roots, which is kind of where you want it more. Like you don't want like lots of volume like just at the shoulder and the top, you know what I mean? It's so weird. But that's what my hair does. So I flip my head upside down and I use the diffuser to dry my hair. And that takes a few minutes, depending on how long I've been plopping my hair. It can go much faster or much slower, because like the hair plopping definitely helps take out a lot of the water from your hair. So after I've dried my hair with the diffuser, I will use these little clips here that I got from, I don't even know where, maybe Walmart or the dollar store, like these little hair clips like this. We all have some floating around in the bathroom somewhere. So I take those little clips and I take some chunks of hair and just pin them up. And I find that helps lift volume at the roots, because as I said, I have a really hard time getting volume at the roots. For a lot of like, for some reason my hair just likes to deflate and look really dead at the roots and then just like puff out as it gets longer, which is really annoying. It's not like, I'm not really into like that triangle hairstyle. Personally, that's not for me. So I will use those little clips, and it's a bit like popping for me. Like I can leave them in for 20 minutes or I can leave them all day. Like sometimes I literally like will leave them in my head for like 8 hours, and then I leave the house and I'm like, oh wait, I still have those in. Or like sometimes I do videos. Like sometimes you guys will see my videos and see that I have those little clips in, because that meant that I washed my hair that morning and I was styling my hair. Oh, there you guys go. These are some of the tips and tricks that I use to manage and style my curly hair. This is a routine that is working for me right now. My hair texture all of a sudden decides to change, so I have to like switch it up. I'm sure if you have naturally curly hair, you have experienced this in your life where you know you finally crack the code and figure something out, and then you wake up and your hair is a different texture and you're like, okay, well I have to figure something out now. Okay, great. I think you just have to keep trying, unfortunately. Like there's nothing, like you can read all the reviews that you want, but until you try it on your hair, you're not gonna know what it's gonna be like on your hair and your hair texture. So just go out, read a lot of reviews online, watch a lot of videos, see as much content as you can on reviews, and then from there base your decision on what you're going to try. I'd say give it a couple tries. Like maybe if you try a product once or twice, you know, maybe try it 2 or 3 times just to see how it works. and after that, if it's not working, I don't know, maybe switch to something else. It's really hard, guys. I know the struggle. That's the reality we have when we have curly hair, so what you gonna do? So that was my curly hair routine that I do at home. These are some of the products that I use, some of the tips and tricks. If you guys have any questions or comments about anything that I mentioned today, anything specifically, or if you have a video request, let me know. Like I said before, this video is in collaboration with penn.smith.skincare. Go check her out. Her link is down below, as well as her Instagram. Go check out her perspective of what it's like for a hairstylist. That'll be really interesting to see. And thank you guys so much for coming by. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.